With the new update, the game started off being broken at the time of this video. Today we finally get the 1.65 update, which is packed with tons of content. Hopefully it's good. What you see on screen right now is when the event's supposed to drop, which for me, mine said 13 minutes. But what's interesting is the fact that the new mode for MP is already available. So actually, I believe everything should have been rolled out together. So those who've been playing the new modes before the event is released, so hopefully y'all can still get that XP progression for the event pass. But today we'll also go over the movement improvements and some major bug fixes as well. But family, I don't want to hold y'all no longer. Let's dive in. So again, this is the 1.65 title update that we've been waiting for so long, which of course all platforms are required to do the download for the game. But let's move forward for the patch notes for multiplayer. So here we are on the multiplayer side of things. Here we are Friday, January 3rd, 2025. Happy New Year. We will be going over the global part first because it's going to affect everything across the board from multiplayers, zombies, and also for Warzone. And for the movement, they say they increase all mantle speeds for sure. And also doors can now be open and closed while sprinting. I know for myself, this wasn't knowing that you couldn't be doing this. And now that they did fix it, so hopefully, when I play the game later on, let me know if y'all already been experiencing that. Y'all already know you feel the difference that you can now open and close while sprinting, which is a W. Moving forward for the weapons, it said we now have the new Cleaver melee weapon now available via event rewards. It also addressed an issue where players' view could become obstructed with specific weapons when using the Dark Practitioner Tracer Pack bundle without an optic. I didn't experience this because you know why? I didn't purchase this, but I know a lot of you may have experienced this, so they did say that they go ahead and fix it, which is a W. Moving forward, it said to address the issue where the gun screens would not be visible on the Saul Mecha Drake Mastercraft blueprint. So them fixing that is a huge W. And also, the Hawker Hybrid optic now correctly works with the Ginger Dread blueprint. So big W on that one. Moving forward for the UI, it said improve the after action report flow. It says it added a dismiss button to exit at any point and a timer, and also added a summary at the end as well. It also goes on to say it improved the readability when searching for a match, which it was kind of hard seeing things. And I'm on a 1440p monitor, so if I know if I'm having issues, those who play on 1080p, you know, they were having issues as well, or, you know, it became much worse. But moving forward, it does say it addressed an issue where the gun screens could not be previewed. So that was annoying. Glad they fixed that right there. And it says, note, some players may see their operator selection and operator customization reset after this update. Now, I just experienced it just now. They gave me a totally different character. I don't know why this happens. No, I think they should be advanced enough to where this won't even affect anyone, but you know what? It does. So they did leave a note just in case we do experience this. So like I say, I already did. But moving forward for multiplayer, for the mode, and a lot of this I already went through, so I may skip a lot of this already because I did go through this in a previous video. But it did say for the mode, we do have red light, green light. It's gonna be a new mode right here. Also for Pentathlon, we do have a new mode for that one. And also Squid Game Mouse Pit, that's new. And you can more than welcome to read all of this right here. I already went through this already. But we will move forward down to prop hunt. It did say it improved the spatial audio on prop whistles. Now, this is gonna help out because I think it was hard for players to hear like certain areas, certain whistles in a certain area. So them addressing that, that's a big W on that one because, you know, that spatial audio is everything. It also addressed the issue where the prop UI could remain present when switching rounds to the hunter team. Right, so y'all let me know if y'all experiencing this one. They also addressed the issue where props could block doors from being opening when locked in place. Now, I know this right here was crazy as heck though, man. You playing prop hunt and you can't get through a door because you know somebody blocking it. And once somebody find that exploit, everybody and their mama gonna start doing it. So glad they addressed that issue, that they fixed it, because I know that's hella wild. And all you prop hunters, y'all know what they talking about in that regard. Moving forward for the wild card, we do have a new wild card and it's called High Roller. This is a W because it allows players to equip 4 score streaks. For all you players, all you who are able to get y'all score streaks, quickly, hey, having 4 is going to be a W for you all. Now, moving forward for the score streak, they address a lot as you see right here. For the score streak, for the RCXD, they slightly reduced the RCXD max damage range, which they W, because I know that can be annoying because you feel like you out the way, but that radius and that range is just absurd. For the Archangel launcher, it addressed the issue, a rare issue to be exact, where the next bullet fired from a weapon after using the Archangel launcher could be an Archangel rocket, so they address that. Big W on that one. For the care packages will now contain the scout post score streak less frequently. So big W on that one. I don't never really like use care packages inside of multiplayer, but big W on that one. The fact that you can get the scout post, so big W on that one. And for the LDBR, it go ahead and say it decreased the damage the LDBR does to its owner. Big W on that one. I know that's a mad annoying on that one, bro. Glad they will go ahead and address that. Now the question is, when we get in the game, you know, do you see a significant change? And also, it reduced score requirement from 950 to 800. You know, I guess they were too long for that type of, you know, score streak, so they go ahead and reduce that by 150. Moving forward, for the Sentry Terror, it said it increased the Sentry Terror fire rate. Big W on that one. Increased the Sentry Terror HP. Also, it reduced the score requirement from 1,000 to 950, making it less score streak to get to that, which is good because, you know, it requires less to go ahead and get that score streak. So big W on that one. For the Hailstorm, it said it reduced score streak requirement from 1050 to 1,000. So a lot of these, it will have the score streak requirement reduced. So that's a big W on that one. For the Watchdog Helo, it said it slightly increased the Watchdog Helo damage. Also, it increased the Watchdog Helo accuracy when it acquires a new target. So a big W on that one as well. And of course, it reduced the requirement from 1,100 to 1,050. Now for the Strategic Bomber, it reduced the score streak requirement from 1,300 to 1,100. That's a big decrease. No, that's about 200 right there. For the AGR MK1, it said the top speed has increased, the acceleration has increased, and it addressed the issue where the AGR MK1 was deploying with less HP than intended. So they went on and fixed the HP. So now going forward, you should get the required HP that were required for it or recommended for it. So big W on that one, big bust on here for that one. And then for the Dreadnought, right here, it does say slightly increase the Dreadnought HP, big W again. And also it reduced the score requirement from 1,800 down to 1,700. So the score streak got a massive change, massive buff to some of these score streaks. So no, that was good for the multiplayer side of things. Then also for the UI, it go ahead and say it addressed the issue where the wrong finisher will sometimes be previewed. Now I ain't did that many previews or did that many finishing moves, should I say. Who had this issue done to them? Who was doing a finishing move and they had something totally different? Let me know in the comment section right now. For real. Now it addressed the issue with overlapping text. Correct calling card now displayed during the winner circle and free for all. Then for the audio, it said it reduced the range of emote sound effects. So I guess the emote was too loud when someone was emoting, and that can really disturb players. And it just become annoying just hearing them loud emote when you trying to game and you trying to slay out. So big W on their end. Moving forward for the zombies. For the map, for Citadel de Mort, they go through a lot of things right here, right? Now, I'm just gonna go pick out a few things. For the Elemental Sword right here, so they did get some buffs. So for the General, all swords can now hit up to 2 enemies per swing. Oh man, zombie lover, I know you're gonna love that. It says the additional hit would do damage based on the distance. It also says additional hit damage is 100% at close to medium distance and 50% beyond that. Also, it said players can now parry the Amalgam Ground with Elemental Swords, big W on that one. It also addressed the issue where the sword damage could be decreased when using the Void Sheath argument for the Aether Shroud. So moving forward, the Balmung got some changes, the Durandal has some changes, the Cavern has some changes, the Soulless has some changes, and also right here for main quest, they addressed a lot of issues. I don't want to go through all this. I don't want to bore y'all to death, but y'all more than welcome to go through all this, pause and read through all this if y'all would like. But we're going to move forward to Terminus. It said address the issue where players respawn by progressing a round during the main quest boss fight with the timeout Gobblegum will be unable to see the boss health bar. So not being able to see that was annoying. I know it was for y'all, but now you can. So big W on their end for addressing that and supposedly fixing it as well. Moving forward, it addressed the issue where the workshop lockdown main quest step would end early by placing a shock charge after starting. So them fixing that is big dub. Speed boost option now properly functions during the boat race side quest. Moving forward for the modes. Now this is for, for the new Squid Game 2 event. It says dead light, green light is new mode for you all to go slay out in, go have fun. Hey, just make sure you stop on that red light, you dig. Directing mode is now here. It said directing mode now available for Citadel de Mort with unique rewards. And it says, no, the deadline to earn the main quest early completion rewards for Citadel Demore via standard mode has been extended into the end of season 1 to allow players additional time to complete the main quest. So, that's on January 24th, I believe, when season 1 will be ended. So they giving y'all a little bit over 2 weeks to complete that. So big dub on that one. It also extended time between rounds and the delay between spawning zombies after 5 loot rounds and at the round cap in directed mode. Then for the training course, which I have yet to experience or play anyway, it said address the issue that will prevent the getting new weapons station from progressing. And then for the weapons, it said it addressed the issue where players will lose the ability to equip a second weapon if the weapon cycle setting was enabled. And then for the Gamba Gums, it said it addressed the issue that left the player invulnerable briefly while teleporting from anywhere but here or nowhere but there. Gamba Gums. So big W on that one. And then for the ammo mods, for the Shadow Rift, for the big game, it says big game will no longer deal lethal damage to elite enemies. And then for the field upgrades, for the Ether Shroud, Void Sheath Argument is to address an issue where melee weapon damage would not be increased. Then for the score streaks, we have Mutant Injections. It addressed the issue where the Mangler cannon effects could be stuck on the screen after the score streak has ended. And then for the Chopper Gunner, address the issue where the gun from the Chopper Gunner could be used after the score streak has ended. And then for the Sentry Turret, address the issue that prevented a Sentry Turret from being placed after using the Battleground Charge ability. And then for the Power Up, for the Fire Cell, address the issue where rarely Fire Cell would leave an extra mystery box on the map. Then for the enemies, and like I said, y'all, Zombie got a lot of issues that they had addressed. So for the Doppelgas, it addressed the issue with a needle blast from the Doppelgas affected by brain rot could harm the player. Then for Vermin, it addressed the issue where Vermin could sometimes hit twice with one attack. Man, they made Vermin OP, man. And they made Vermin OP, dog. That's crazy. For the activities, moving forward for split screen, it said address the issue where zombies could or would sometimes ignore the host player. And then for the challenges, they addressed some challenges right here. The camo challenges for the Pack-a-Punch GS45 would not progress. The Siamese camo after military progression was completed. So they addressed that. The daily challenge guide addressed it for the Drink 3 Coca-Cola. And also for the calling card challenges for Prestige 3. The Explosive Surprise, they addressed some issue with that. The Explosive Surprise Prestige 3 calling card challenge was not properly tracking. So now it should properly track. And also for Prestige 8, it says close call updated the challenge to count kills for teleporting with the anywhere but here Gobblegum. And also updated this challenge to also include nowhere but there Gobblegums as well. And then also address some issue preventing the following challenges from tracking properly, which is Trophy Hunter for Madness, Prestige 6, Gullible, Prestige 7, Old Faithful, and Prestige 10, Stupefy. So big W that addressed a lot of issues for multiplayer and zombies right here. But now we're going to move over to the Warzone side of things. So here we are on the Warzone side of things for Friday, January 3rd. It said, note, some players may see the operator selection and operator customization reset after this update, which we already went through. For multiplayer, just want to reread that again. And for the event, while we move down, it says Squid Game, which is going to be a limited time mode, which we know that already. And I'm not going to read this because we already addressed this in yesterday's video. You're more than welcome to go watch that. And then for the mode, we do have Squid Game, Call of Duty Warzone for Urgistan. So that's Squid Game for Urgistan is going to be a limited time mode for that as well. The movement we already addressed already. So we get a movement increase, baby. Let's go. Well, let me say, we get a mantle speed increase. Let me be more specific. So, y'all won't be jumping on me in the comment section. And then for the wild card for Battle Ready, it said replace the regular UAV with a supply UAV. I guess that became overpowered, being able to get a regular UAV. Now you get a supply UAV. So, they want to nerf us in some kind of way, which, you can't be mad at it. And then the text description will remain incorrect until season 2. So that's when they'll finally address it. They also say the power of the Battle Ready wildcard has been evident throughout season 1, providing a constant uptime of advanced UAVs for coordinated teams. We're making a change today that remove the UAV and swap it out for a supply UAV and utility box, moving its role into more of a sustain-oriented wildcard, not a recon advantage on your enemy. So you can't be too mad about that because I know enemies, your opponent will get mad. How you see them, UAV lasting too long, so forth and so on. Glad they addressed that. And I know a lot of you all glad they addressed that as well. Now for the weapons, again, they had the Cleveland melee weapon now available via events. But what's crazy, which I'm going to start right here to discuss some things right now, is that yes, you can get the melee weapon, the Cleveland melee weapon to be exact, in the event rewards, but for 1,200 card points, you can now get the Bloody Screams bundle. And for the melee weapon, it's going to be called Mince Meat. So them still charging or having to charge 1,200. You're talking about 1,200 card points for a melee weapon is absurd. Man, let this thing be 500 card points for a melee weapon. Man, is that just me? Can y'all relate to what I'm talking about? You know what? It is what it is, but no, we don't have to buy it. But again, it's available for purchase. It's crazy that they have it right now, but you know what? It is what it is. No, Call of Duty is doing Call of Duty things. So let's move forward. For the bug fixes, they address a lot of things. They fixed the issue allowing players to gain the benefits of the battle-ready wildcard while grabbing a loadout with a different wildcard. Also, they fixed the issue causing enemy parachutes to open sounds from occluding properly and making it seem enemy parachuting are closer than they were, which that was annoying. I know I really hated that. They also fixed the issue preventing players from using an advanced UAV after already calling one in during the match. Them addressing that, big W, you should be able to call in more advanced UAV if you have the ability to and the money to do so. No, don't nerf people. Don't keep people from being able or being more advanced than other players. Like, stop with this nerfing stuff, man. It's really annoying. Moving forward, they fixed the issue preventing controller player from using a kill streak if it's not appearing on the HUD or the HUD. They also fixed the issue preventing player from dropping stacks to $500, so that's a big W on that one as well. And also, they fixed the issue preventing spawn protection on Rebirth Island from functioning properly. They also fixed the issue preventing the exfil animation from playing in rank play. And lastly, they fixed the issue that could kick players out of a match when leaving a chat channel. Now, I ain't experienced that because I don't really be in a chat channel, but man, that's hella wild. I don't want to keep on holding y'all, but let me know what y'all thoughts about this event today. Let me know what y'all thoughts is about all the patch notes that we discussed today. But what I would do want y'all to keep in mind, there are no server updates, there's no anti-cheat fixes, no weapon balancing in today. So just keep in mind for season 2 and season 3, when they supposedly dropping the anti-cheat, ricochet anti-cheat, for the game to stop this cheating. So it's hella wild. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. Again, let me know your thoughts on today's patch notes, or y'all enjoying the event if you're playing it right now while watching this video. But again, if you enjoyed today's content, then consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date with all things related to Call of Duty content. It will be greatly, and I would also love you be a part of this community. But regardless, go eat good and sleep good. One love.